today on the Mansfield show, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of a cooking show today because I am in the caddy again. The trouble is, I've had the clutch, I've had a look at it, there's nothing obvious that's wrong with it. So I know it's had a new slave cylinder, clutch does look alright. So I know I have been pulling the clutch pedal up with my foot when I get in the car, so I'm going to stick a master cylinder on it, so that's on order. And it basically means hopefully after next Saturday we'll be going away again. So I'll do a quick cooking show today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do steamed seafood on the barbecue. Right, so I'm back in my garden. I've been out, I've got some ingredients. We're going to do like a really quick cooking show today. And then obviously when my caddy's back in action properly, we'll go away in it. And today I'm going to basically do some Asian style seafood. This is what we got. We got coriander, garlic, spring onions sliced up, samphire grass, lime, sliced chilli, bit of ginger, and the coriander. And then we've got monkfish and raw prawns, and then just soy sauce. And this is the little beverage that I'm going to have now, just before we start. So this is beer of the week, and it is from the Froome Valley in Herefordshire. Henny's Dry Cider. Never had it before. Give it a go now and see what we think. That is dry. Wow. It's probably not my favourite, gotta be honest. It's a little too dry for me. It's sort of toenail curling sort of dry. I'm sure there'd be some farmers out there that would like this, but it's a bit too dry for me. But I'm not going to let it put me off. So talking about fish and that, obviously I like to go to Brixham, I like to go down the coast, and I do like to buy my fish as fresh as I can. Now in Brixham Harbour there's a small boat, it's the Brixham's smallest trawler, and he's one guy. If you Google Britain's smallest trawler, yeah, it'll come up. It's called the Adele, and it's got a number. Obviously it's a Brixham registered trawler. But what he does, he goes out for the day or the night. He can be out at midnight fishing, and he takes ice with him, and he catches the fish, puts it straight on ice, and then he comes back in, and he'll probably land on the quayside at, I don't know, 2:30 in the afternoon, for argument's sake. If you go on his Facebook or his website, it will tell you what time he docks. And he just sells you the fish straight off the boat. So it's literally less than 20 hours old. Because there's nothing wrong with the bigger ships, the bigger trawlers and that, but they go out, don't they? They go out, and some of them be out for 2 weeks. So if you're getting the fish that's come off the first catch, then they freeze it on the boat. Which again, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not as fresh as this particular fella sells. So if you ever go down to Brixham and you want it as fresh as you can, give this guy a go, because I buy off him, and it is really good. It's really tasty. It's exactly what it says on the tin. It's come out the sea and he sold it to you, and I love that. I love that ethos. I think that's just a brilliant idea. I know I was watching something, and he's had a few haters and people, green-eyed monsters, jealous people trying to try and get away with what he's doing. So I will support him as much as I can. Like I say, I think it's important to support people. All too often in life, innit? People just stab you in the back, try and make it hard for you. And I'm accustomed to it. I've had it quite a lot. There was where I used to work. There was a particular guy, and he seemed to have it in for me. He did the same job as me, but not very well. He wasn't technical enough. But he, at every opportunity, tried to run me down all the time. He'd be on the phone, he's done this, he's done that. And it's like, mate, we don't care, because you can get the job done properly. You know, I'm not going to say his name, you know, because that's just not fair. I think he's retired now anyway. But you know, I'm not going to point out who it is. But you know, you are Rugrat. So I've got one thing to say to you, Rugrat, and that is, I'm still standing better than I've ever been, cooking lots of nice things and eating everything. So cheers to you, Rugrat. You know, thank you for the competition. Not that I really struggled too much to get there. You just made me look much better, didn't you? Right, let's get on with it. I'm going to light this cobblestone now. Yeah, it's just so easy to light them off the jet boiler. So you get these old little flashes, like I say, once that's going. You have to be careful not to burn your hands at this point. So he's off. There we go, off he goes. Right, so this is probably one of my favourite dishes. The flavours are lovely. They're sweet. They're salty. Sorry. You get the chilli, the lime, the coriander. It's just classic flavourings, really. And you don't need to make it complicated. So I'll start off with foil. I'll fold it down in half, so it's like 2 layers basically. And we're going to put half of the monkfish in, because I'm going to make 2 parcels basically. And then half of the prawns as well. You just put all your ingredients in whatever quantity you want to put them in. So there go your spring onions. This is samphire grass. That's it's naturally salty, but it's got a delicious flavour. Just reminds me of the sea, really. You want to put it in the middle of all this. A bit of ginger. Bit of coriander, bit of chilli, squeeze a lime, and I'm going to chuck the lime in there with, and then I'm going to give him a dash of soy sauce, and I would say probably about 2 tablespoons. I'm going to fold him up a little bit so we don't lose that. And I'm going to put a drop of this cider in. And that's going to help with the steaming process. So you can see it coming out there, look. And that's basically it. I'm going to wrap him up and stick him on the barbecue for about 10 minutes, straight on the hot coal. And then you just repeat it with the second one. Seal him up so that so the steam stays in there basically. And like I say, you just put them straight on the old coal. There's a cobblestone, just put them straight on top like that. And we'll leave them on there for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I like to cook this dish on the campsites as well. A lot of my dishes that I cook are inspired to be done outside. If you haven't seen my other videos, you'll notice that most of it is cooked outside. Well, all of it is. You know, the seasons for the camping season's coming now. We've got to go. We're getting ready for that. But that'll be much better because then I'll be in the campsites and I'll have the awning up as well. So if we get a rainy day, it won't be so bad. So going back to this particular guy who liked to challenge me all the time, he used to wind one of the bosses up, and it was him who said a particular job was too technical for him. And he knows who he is, so he used to wind this fella up. He used to tell him to phone me up and ask me how to get into a job. So when he phoned me up once, he said, "I've been told that you've got to tell me how to go in." So I started telling him how to go into this job, and he screamed down the phone at me, "I already know." I said, "Well, yeah, but the boss said to do it." Yeah, he was a character. He was so easy to wind up. He's taken on quite a few people that just eat him alive, you know. I don't know why people do it. It's just in them, isn't it? Like, people like to argue. It's like people don't like to see you succeed. I think that's a lot of people get jealous of what you're doing, and that's what I mean about this fisherman. You know, I've had it quite a lot, and I've been setting it up, and you know, everything you do, people are so jealous of it. And I'd help anybody get to where they want to go. You know, why not? So it just baffles me why people have to be negative to others. It's just stupid. Let's have a little look at these. Okay. This is what we got in here. That smells incredible. So there we have it. That's hot. So it's just a nice easy little dish. I've got to leave it on the table because it's too hot. I'll put it in a metal bowl and it's a bit hot to hold on to. There's better your monkfish, look. Right, cooking with monkfish. Why did I use monkfish? Because it can take a bit more punishment. So that was sitting right on the hot coal. If you used something like a flatfish, like plaice or lemon salt or something like that, it would disintegrate. It wouldn't be able to hold up. So I would always use something like monkfish, tilapia, something with a little bit more substance. Again, octopus, anything like that. If you wanted to use that, it'd be great in this recipe. So that was delicious, nice and easy, and you can cook it anywhere you go. Get yourself down to Brixton, go and see this fisherman and see get his catch of the day, see what he's got, and I guarantee you will not get fresher than that. In fact, I've seen him eating raw scallops. They're that fresh. Just pulled out the sea and he's eaten them. So that's how good it is. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll look it up again and get the actual name of the company of the boat, and I'll let you know in the next video because that's probably going to be a review. Like I say, I've got to fit a clutch master cylinder this week, and yeah, and then hopefully we get back out there. But you know, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm going to sit here and finish off my lovely dry cider, and like, subscribe, all the good stuff if you want, and I'll catch up with you in the next episode. Cheers.